Oh, it's fucking whoa! Well, there's that spoiled character number one. It's fucking Cosmodrop. If you don't know, that's Cosmodrop. Interesting. It's BB? No, that is not BB. That is Cosmodrop. And that is different from BB. She bad news? Yes, she is bad news. She's the worst Sakura of them all. He says, good morning. Hello. First time we meet, Artoria, and people from the proper human history. The battle you just had at the stage was a wonderful one. And from tomorrow onwards, a new trend/brand is born. I call it make your own convenient resource little daily tool. Easy, worth doing. Magical items that can bring you good luck. It says, I believe within Groster, this is going to be the biggest trend ever yet. Oh, we're getting Cosmodrop. 100%. There's no fucking way we're getting this, and we are not getting that character. So prepare the third banner, probably getting Cosmodrop. Everybody's like, ah! It says, wait. Hold up. Did I just trip just now? It says that the fact that you're not, the fact that I pick some people who are not even blessed with money, not blessed with power, these little trash ass, oh man, I see a trash ass fairy and trash ass humans all bundled upon. That the fact that you're not even scared that the most charismatic producer of all Fairyland is called upon you and not being pressured. Unbelievable. With a little bit of aggressiveness of an upper angle, from the upper pan angle, I wanted all to be captivated by my amazingness, but well, I shouldn't do something that I'm not so used to. But then again, first impression is the most remembered, so. It says, you're Muriam? You seem like you have a very familiar face and a character vibe. Good. I don't have to explain myself who I am. Yes, I'm Muriam. Nice to meet you. Oh my god, I'm glad that you're back to where you are, Muriam. I thought you were faking it, and I thought you were a faker. It says, oh my god, what was that? Is the transforming to moss increasing bit by bit? It says, hey, wait, did my music die? I think my music. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Yeah, if you run it for too long, it'll auto die. Seems not. That is not the case. Oh. Seems that there's no voice here. Whatever. Oh, okay. We got noise. We're good. It says, don't be saying such rude don't be saying such rude things, Oberon. I am a perfect little girl that is eternal. What you just saw was nothing more than a service. What you saw was nothing more than a fan service. I was so excited because besides Barrel Gut, I was able to see humans that is in the proper human history besides that douche. But uh yeah. But with my fairy eyes of the fairy, right? The mystic eyes of fairy, it has dwindled down and degraded, but I still see minor amounts of color. Mr. Protag, is it? Ah! Mr. Protag, is it? Sorry, I fucking spilled water. Mr. Protag, is it? You look more wonderful. Yeah, since I'm a girl. You look like a wonderful girl. It's as if if the outside world humans was all looking like Barrel Gut, the next impression that I get from him, I was seriously going to be super angry and mass murder the human side of the proper human history myself. But it seems that I'm glad that your color, it seems that your color is completely different from that bastard. I have little hope. I've gained a little hope in the heart. It says, oh, well, thank you for that. But we're still getting annoyed and we still got a lot of questioning to do. Can we say for certain that you know about the pan-human history, aka proper human history, and on top of understanding that, you're still welcoming us with open arms, correct? It says, please please stop overestimating yourself. Proper human histories are not my enemies whatsoever. Let me reword that. Excuse me. I have not seen the proper human history as a threat. What I am worried about and what I am worried about is your organization of Kardea. I heard that you guys been all around the foreigner worlds and whatnot. So here, right now, the people of Kardea, what are you going to do in this fairyland? That is what I am here to judge and look. Well, Muramasa was also here, and a lot of the stuff has been told from what I heard from below. So, most of the judgments is already done and centered. But still. Muramasa? Hey, did you snitch on us? Well, what? I never expected to be ragtagging. I never expected to dream to be ragtagging and working with you in the first place. While I was surviving and withholding, man, Muramasa do be fucking, snake, huh? While I was getting tortured, while I was resisting torture from Mudian, I talked a little bit about Olympus. Just a little bit, alright? Calling it torture, how rude. It was just a fun little tea time. We talked about the foreigner god, the tree of emptiness, cryptors and alter egos. this person talked about a very intriguing topics and whatnot, and my curiosity was way beyond limits, but what? That was just a little? Essentially, I think while they were I think they were talking at one point, right? I think they were talking, they were actually having tea at one point, but I think she got so curious and excited. I think she locked him up and started torturing him to extract more information, because the reaction of Muramasa is like, wait, that was just a little? Hold up. It says, 羽の民族はってのは妖精の中で一番温存って聞いたからそれ間違いか。It says, yeah, the village, the clan, which is the tribe of feathers, aka wing. We're gonna call it wing slash feathers, so do understand it too, because I sometimes say wing but feathers. It says, hey, did I get this wrong? I thought the most kindest ones and warm-hearted is the tribe of feathers. Am I wrong, my friend? It says, no, you're quite correct. They should be friendly to an extent. But most of the feather slash winged tribes are no longer left, after all. Oberon. What the whoops? It seems I got stopped with the conversation. Can't talk now, so please do continue. Princess. Princess that met in fateful encounter. What I tried to stop was Muramasa. You don't count. And stop talking, Oberon. And Protet. What I want to define and figure out is one thing only. In this Lostbelt, are you going to put your hands on it? Olympus を攻撃するという約款はモルガンに用があるだけ。It says, during Olympus, you were assaulted by Empress Morgane. You're going to go there and try to figure that out, right? Karudia has no intention of attacking the land of Britain itself. Can I trust you and get a confirmation on that? That I can't say. I see. It is very unsettling, but curious, intriguing none the fact. So you don't know who your enemy is and what you want to achieve. You're currently searching for your reasons and your allies, is what you're saying, right? You never met Empress Morgane in the first place, have you? I do apologize for asking these questions without even meeting her. Fine. I was supposed to capture you and throw you under the bus of the Empress Queen herself. But until you've made your decision and what you're going to do around this belt, I will keep my decision to a halt until then. If Karudea is not going to attack Britain, right? As long as Karudea does not attack Britain, we will not see you as a target of elimination. So please enjoy the tourism of Britain all you want. And Lord Artoria, do you understand that the actual wording of what Einseru said at the last part of the prophecy? Just a little bit. これより語るのは一つの未来。英雄都市となり果て、当時よりはその幾味。Okay. So it says the story that I'm about to tell you is one of its future. One of its futures. A fairyland will be built upon it, and with that mystic of a land, its whereabouts and its futures unknown. Those who have not sinned return home. This is the bottomless pit of the Queen's castle. But that's only tormenting and strive for a little while. After the 2,000 years in the morning, after the 2,000 years, the prophecy, the king that would save would arrive. It would bind and combine. It would bind us, aka fairies, and them, humans, together. A savior of a child that would rescue this world. The town of Steel and the Charred Sea. Oh, look at that. Charred Sea. Yeah, I'm pretty... Oh, man. Charred Sea, which means that, like the black mud, like, so sort of like Beast 2, like, a darkened sea, right? AKA, the Steel Town and the Darkened Sea. When those calamity has been aside, then the blessings will be welcome. After all, ring them like a thunder, like there's a blaze. Ring the sixth bell and show it thee. Right? It seems like you've missed a very large portion of this prophecy, but something like that, yes. Oberon, are you sure that this girl's actually the girl of prophecy? This is your sales point, right? You can't use this as a weapon anymore. She's defective. Don't worry about the details. The important part's already shifted in. The important part is already good to go. For you of all people, you only need to know that one line. After all, you're in charge of that bell within this church tower. Wait. So a bell rung build rung facility is called. Yes, exactly what you said. The 6 bells that is in the prophecy. One of them is also here. You know there's one in Salisbury, right? Wait, hold on. You're not here to ring the Grow Star bell, are you? That's, well... No. We're only here to look for someone special. Do you know anybody with a human girl named Mash? Mash. I'm so sorry. Within the town of Growstar, I've never heard that term or word in my life. Perhaps maybe she's in another town. Oh yeah, I was wondering who was missing. That little girl. She's nowhere to be found, huh? And what happened, huh? Separated? And is that why you came all the way to Growstar to find her? Well, when the person thing says a steel weapon, a fairy that wields a steel weapon is what the auction specifically said, you know? was it was completely a different person that we got. Well, part of that is my fault as well. Sorry. I should have looked into the detail on the product a little more. If I were to sneak into the auction venue, I might be able to figure out the sex of boy or girl that was getting auctioned off. That would have been impossible. My auction is super secret and super safe. No ants, no drop of blood can figure out or spill before the auction date. Yep. After all, in Growstar, you can't use violence, right? That's what you've been doing, correct? For over multiple hundred years. Constantly watching over and putting up this rule for your diligence. Or maybe it's your objective. Hey. Anyway, Moodium, let's go get back to the bell topic. It says, hey, didn't you believe in the prophesized child Artoria? I know you believed in me, but aren't you a little too cruel towards the girl? To be honest, I'm quite disappointed in her. Oh yeah. To be perfectly honest, I'm disappointed in her. Queen is a amazing politician, aka a ruler and a governor. But she's too cruel compared to this little fluffball. Not just the taxations of every once a year, the way she treats humans, the way she converses only with the elders, the way she deals with the calamity, and the quote-unquote self-hoarding of any foreign product that gets drifted away through channeling, aka changeling. And an evil law that says anything that that obtains a human civilization is evil. And within this 100 years, relocation of Darlington and building a national play theater built on top of it. I don't think everybody was against this. I don't think everybody was against this at first, but ever since the chain and command have changed to that Tristan, ever since the responsibility has shifted to Tristan, things have gone out of hand. And so yes, at moments that if the person would get rid of the calamities out of this, I was excited for a king to come. Yeah, I was prepared and excited for a king to come, but in Britain, I'm nothing more than a magic manipulator that can manifest items to a certain degree, which I was waiting for your return all this time, Master Artoria, but it says at this current state, you are not, you can't convince me that you are the one. At this rate, you have no value, you have no statement. So therefore, trying to defeat the queen herself is a dream within a dream. It says, I understand that if other tribe members would ally with your sides, but I'm pretty sure that the tribe of wind and the tribe of earth would not falter down. Yeah, would not falter down without anything. So what you're saying is that you're not going to this is so you're not going to tell us the location of the bell or now. I am the mayor and the owner of the Growth Star. Until the end of time, I have a very reason and duty to protect this land. If I were to side with Lord Artoria here right now, all I'm going to be labeled as is the rebellion, the rebellious rebellion of Camelot. It says that when it comes to my conceptual spirit, it will be pretty easy. Yeah, my spiritual, my fairy what was it called? Yeah, my conceptual barrier, Morgan will eliminate it immediately. So please, until then, it says if once you've regained your strength, please come back to Growth Star once again. I don't care what kind of strength, humanity strength, magical strength, or even wealth. Because no matter what you pick, yeah, one or all will be a method in order to destroy the queen herself. Just please remember that you are the shining beacon of hope, the stars of our fairy. Yeah, you are going to save the not really a curse, but this problem that this long cursed ground has chosen. You are the child of chosen. Yeah, you're a prophecy child that would save us from all this disaster. So yeah, you're the hopes of the fairies. All right, we'll gather our strength and return one more time here. And yes, and because of that, please help Master Miss Artoria as long as you can. I heard you're good at being the bad guy, right? I heard that you had a lot of experience with that. Budian, I understand that you're not our enemy. Why did you talk about wait, what? 君が我々の時にどうして話を聞いた人も我々は違法人だ. It says, yeah, we know that you're not a threat to us, but why? If you heard Muramasa's story, we are a foreigner at existence outside of world. Your world. When it comes to danger levels, Queen Morgan would probably prioritize we're almost at the label as a threat, aka the Calamity Creator, as Miss Morgana has threatened. It says that to my eyes, you're not trusting in Karadea, but you're more trusting in Protag than anything else. Something like that kind of bothers me. Are you hiding something specifically that we don't know about? Oh, if that's the case, of course. I'm exactly like that. Let me introduce this real quick. Let me tell you about a story about a person who told about Karadea, another person that came from the outside world. Excuse me, Lady F. I believe your true name was Koyanskaya. Tamamo Vici Koyanskaya, princess. Okay! That is a weird way to enter in. Miss F. Good afternoon, members of Claudia members. I'm glad you were happy, as cheery as ever. Koyanskaya, another cool looking clothes. That's funny. It says, hold on a minute. Please calm down, Mr. Protect. Didn't I tell you before, in Grostar, violence is not permitted. Besides, she's my very valuable customer. Well, the business partner for sort. It says for her, she does not seem to be disrupting the order of Britain, and she has no intentions of fighting you whatsoever. Or Karadea. Fighting Karadea whatsoever. Because in technicality, she's no longer in Britain. Because it is I who, when she tried to leave, I made her stay here. Essentially, with my own tantrum. This tantrum, what does that mean? Meaning that she's my bodyguard. It hurts. Yeah, it really hurts to say that she actually she goes to where the money she follows where the money drops. She goes where the money drops, and simultaneously she has a very strong combat paralysis. And the fact that she's the strongest and can even fight Moss without any worry. With this, I don't even have to talk about. Yeah, I don't even have to ask the tribe of the Fangs or the Fairy Knights, and I don't need to bow to anybody whatsoever. That's Kaya. Hello. Oh, I see. No wonder. Yeah, no wonder when Barrel Gut was transported here, our communication was cut. Is the Britain item products, is Britain item products worth the cut of communication? What the hell are you planning, Koyanskaya? It says the Foreigner God, you were planning on Foreigner God and Karadea to fall down together. But now that the Foreigner God is here, you can stop messing around and get to your own desire. You're done with your you are done with your half-assed deeds. Is that the true for? It says, no, no, no. That is not just the case. I will I will not betray the foreigner's God. Me and the foreigner's God are still in equal binding terms. Until both of our objective is met, we will not interfere whatsoever. That is my contract with that thing. With that thing that I don't really know about, a god, little secret. My perspective and standpoints were completely different from you three alter egos from the get-go. Muramasa or Mr. Muramasa or Rasputin or Rimbo was the servant summoned by the foreigner god. But I'm merely a servant that manifested whatever I feel like. Therefore, it is my freedom to do whatever I see fit. Currently, Lord Mudium's answer and her offers were more than interesting and luxurious, so I'm taking this offer right now, but that's only it. In this Britain, the Kadodea people who tries to self-suicide, taking unnecessary detour to kill themselves. I will not be siding with the Queen, nor I'll be siding with the fairy people whatsoever. I have no interest. So please understand that fact loud and clear. So, wait, what are you doing here? I know you're gonna do some evil deeds. Of course. What I'm here is what I do best. I'm here for shopping. I've obtained a lot of assets and products and ingenuities of fairyland, of interesting features all over. All the Lostbelt so far was limits of something or unlimits, and the end of something here and there that didn't continue, closed off or sci-fi looking or repetitious of sort. Everything was a subpar, but this fairyland, I have no complaints whatsoever. I am satisfied. There are just so many intriguing and cute little products. There's a lot of threat to humanity of all y'all's different designs and ingenuities and details that I so look forward to. Boyanskaya, I would refrain from you to stop verbally trying to I will stop you to verbally trying to taunt our guest here for more trouble. Well, even though this place is finally settled. It says, you look so beautiful on the outside and on the inside, and in your divinity. But why do you always push down? Why would you always keep hurting yourself like this? You're going to be helping her. You're going to be helping them out either or one day or another. So can't you be more friendly to them? Yes, I do apologize. Bad habit, of course. If the client desires, I will see fit. And with that says, Mr. Protag, Miss Da Vinci. It seems that we have many quarrels and complications, but in Britain, we are on the side of the proper human history. Let us throw everything under the bridge, shall we? And let us do our best to head for the current objective. At least you would want to be like that until we rendezvous with MASH, right, Protag? Well, the situation is situation. I don't want any aftermath coming towards us either. If you're not going to lay hands on us, we're not going to lay hands on you. I think that's a great idea. In my opinion, we should cut this thing. In my opinion, we should be killing each other on the spot and the go. But I guess in front of Murian, we need to keep the gore to a minimum. I don't really know about this person, so I'll leave it to everybody's judgment. A wise decision, in my humble opinion. After all, this time I am feeling like a tourist walking around in an amazing exhibit of such place. Nope, I hate you. That's for sure. I don't like you a bit. Lord Obero, did you say something? Hey, can you not talk to me, please? You're being annoying. You're rotting my ears. It says, Murian, as a friend, I'm going to warn you. This living creature is the worst. Your trust and your value is not going to reach in this vixen whatsoever. You should cut ties with this vixen. It seems that the atmosphere once again went back to the worst case scenario. Boyanskaya, it seems that you've done terrible things to them in the past, haven't you? Well, yes. I've eradicated the entire governmental force that Sir Godorov had, destroyed their base, and I've frozen staffs and equipments of their facilities. I believe that they hate me more than anything. It's only natural affection and emotion they have after what I've done and what I've murdered. It's no surprise, but this Ovelon, or someone like that, this servant, I was quite surprised. Aren't you a servant of sort? It seems you're not a populace of this fairy place, but Mr. Oberon came around the forest of Wales for 2 months or so. A bona fide fairy. Excuse me. Servant is what I should say. A heroic spirit that was in the proper history of the past. Apparently, he self-proclaimed himself as a fairy king and then danced around the fairy doing plays and whatnot. Whenever he came to Grostar, he and I met. At first, he looked very close to my kin or my kind of the the wing tribe, wing/feather tribe. So I was kind of excited that I found new comrades, but it says I'm sorry. I know there's no need for me to say any of this that I'm going to say, but it would be rude of me to betray your trust, so I'm going to say it. I'm not the clan. Yeah, I'm not in the tribe of the feathers. I just look like one. Because after all, your friends are all... Well, leaving that aside, you're the owner of Grostar, right? I need all the money that I can borrow. The Earth... I need all the money that I can borrow without collateral. The Earth's crisis is at hand. Fucking Obero. Omega, lol. He's like, hey! I'm not your friend because your clan got... Never mind that. The world is in trouble and I need to borrow money without collateral. As you can see, he's a very bright and honest kind of person. Instead of a fairy king, I believe he should be the king of all over the place. And he said, it was him, the fact that the prophecy child would come into this venue. I see. A very good instinct is my first impression, but an annoying bug should be crushed immediately before it causes me more trouble. Koyanskaya wants to kill Oberon. So this guy, and I have something for you, Oberon. What you really wanted, it's a part of the history that is the written of the past. The quote-unquote, the fairy era that occurred 2,000 plus years from now. There was not a lot of people who would care nor talk about them. But apparently, I was able to buy this from the former secretary that was, the former secretary that has been exiled from Camelot. I was able to purchase his special notes. It should arrive here very shortly, but it was so unlikely for you to wanting to know our history. Do you know that this is completely different history from the proper human timeline? What are you trying to reference for? Well, that's... Of course, it's... My true objective is to find the magical beast that doesn't exist in proper human history and bind it to my will. Karadake no aru ikimono, anything that any creature that has a fur, any creature that has a body and a fur, I believe it can be no matter what, I'll be able to copy. No matter what, I can copy the information and I can make it part of I. But unfortunately, I can only use... I see. But when it comes to creatures of giant class calibers, I can use only 9 times. That's gotta be crazy, actually. I heard that I will be using my 6th tail. Yeah, I'll be using to capture my 6th tail here. But it seems that the way that the fairyland is functioned, I've started to gain interest on how this was possible. I'm starting to get interest in how things are. I do sincerely apologize, Lord Mudia, Mistress Muriam. You've been doing some, you were doing some handiwork and wasted some of your money on my little entourage. Please do not worry. Before I was the head of this place, I too was a researcher too. I would always break my father's rules, hide myself in the library, and learned about the legend of Tonerico. I was definitely a bookworm. I was definitely a bookworm until that queen did some unthinkable. Then Lord Murian, you're already waiting for this growth of the prophecy child, and you're going to make sure to revolt when the rebellion of the Queen era arrives. No. No. All the hopes of the fairy? Saving Britain's savior? The prophecy of the child that can shatter the rules under the command of Morgan? I shouldn't say I wasn't expecting and hoping for it, but there was no time. There was no time that I never thought of it once. But now that it has become to a reality, and that thing is nothing more than a lesser spirit. Its magical capacity is at average, its beauty is at average, and its size is also average. And it doesn't even have its conceptual fairy barrier. What can this fairy do? Who can this fairy save? So now that I've now that I've confirmed myself that I can only rely on myself and my strength is what I need to trust. It is a shame for Senji Muramasa. I used all that time on him to try to make him mine, but it never worked. It was a shame. Because if you were to lend me your hand, I wouldn't have need to use this prophecy child shenanigans. Because what I was going to use is Karadea and that girl of prophecy, both in 2 arms. That nasty ass human master, nasty ass gross human master, if you can even defeat one of the fairy knights, would have been more profitable and delicious. Because if one of the 3 knights were to falter, the north of Nokurea will not stop and move on. But, Modogan, the Empress Morgan and Nokurea, and the Prophecy Child and Protag. Whoever gets left behind will get invited to my game board, and then